speaker, Joe Jones. The title of his speech is Scooter. His interests are golf, kayaking, hiking, biking, traveling. What inspires him the most is great speeches. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Joe Jones giving his speech on Scooter.
Several years ago, I married into a blended family. I had a cat, and my wife had a mini pen. Now, if you don't know what a mini pen is, if you took a full-size Doberman Pinscher and you stuffed it inside a clothes dryer and you set the temperature on high heat for about 2 years, when it came out, it would be about this big and have an attitude. And Scooter did. Mini pens live about 13 or 14 years, and Scooter was 12 when I first was introduced to him. And he had a little silver beard hanging down. If you put a top hat and some sunglasses on him, he looked like a miniature version of ZZ Top. This dog had a problem with biting people, and he hated thunder. Like a lot of dogs do. They get anxious when it starts thundering outside. First time I met him, I went over to Karen's, and she introduced me to Scooter, unfortunately in the middle of a thunderstorm. I reached down to pet Scooter, and he bit my hand. And I thought, this is going to be a fun relationship. When they read the lesson, never bite the hand that feeds you, Scooter was not in school that day. He didn't get the memo. And I tried my best to love that dog. I always wanted a lap dog to, sit around and watch TV with. Finally got Scooter to sit beside me in my recliner. And we were doing the male bonding thing, splitting the beer and watching a little TV. And Scooter decided he wanted to get down. And this was a regular occurrence. And so I'd lower the footrest. He would leap out of the chair onto the floor. Now Scooter's old. He had arthritis in his legs. And as soon as he hit the floor, he'd start barking and yelping and trying to bite me, thinking I threw him out of the chair. One thing about Scooter, he was a little kinky. He was big into lingerie. One afternoon, I came home from work, opened the door, and there were bras and panties and negligees and nightgowns strewn all over the living room floor. It looked like somebody had an orgy in there. And coming up to walk me and greet me at the door was a pair of pink panties with Scooter underneath them. He loved lingerie. Another thing he would do, we've got a big plastic laundry basket, and Scooter loved to crawl in there amongst all the clothes, just kind of get down in the middle of all the clothes and sleep. So of course one day I decided I was going to do the laundry, and I picked the laundry basket up and was headed to the laundry room. You know this is where this is leading, don't you?
Yeah.
And I dumped the basket into the washing machine. And Scooter pops out. Surprised me and Scooter, I think. And I reached down to help Scooter out of the machine tub, and he bit me. We tried everything we could think of. I got calming pills for Scooter. When it started thundering, we'd give him a calming pill. One afternoon, I was in the house and it started thundering outside, so I got the calming pill, was looking for Scooter. Found him in the kitchen, sitting in a chair, filing his teeth with this look on his evil look like, come get me, man. Come up next to me. I'll have a piece of you. Come on, This dog had it in for me, I think. And I did what I could to try to coax him and bring him along. And of course, I guess I deserved to be bitten when I reached down into the washing machine. One of the things we did to try to accommodate Scooter was we put in a doggy door. Now that's something that we've got a sliding glass patio door, and it's an insert that you can buy like at Home Depot. You insert it, and it's got a little doggy door. It's about this tall and about this wide, has a little see-through frame that opens up back and forth when the dog wants to go in and out. So I installed that one Saturday morning. Karen says, yeah, let's see how long it takes you to train this dog to use that doggy door. I told her, I said, honey, I've been a professional trainer for 30 years. I'll have this dog trained by the time you get back from the grocery store. So she left. I took Scooter, I put him outside next to the little doggy door. I came back in, and I decided that from a learning perspective, a visual demonstration was appropriate. I come inside the house, and I get down on all fours like this. And Scooter's right outside, and I stick my head through that doggy door, saying, Scooter, look, this is how you do it. The problem is, that flap, when I stuck my head through, got caught on the back of my head, and I couldn't get out. I'm stuck. This flap's stuck, and the thing is too narrow for me to turn sideways. So I'm stuck there with my head hanging out. The cat's outside. Cat walks by, looks at me like, and then tail whips me in the face because I can't. My arms aren't outside her. I was helpless. And then I heard in the distance the roll of thunder. I could read the headlines in the paper. Carrollwood man mauled by mini pin during training exercise. At that time, the garage door opened. Karen was back. Thank God she's back. She said, what are you doing? I said, I'm training the dog, but I'm stuck. I can't get my head back out of here. You'd think she would have run outside to help me. But no, what'd she do? She ran to the bedroom to get the camera. Just had to record it. Scooter, arthritis got worse, and he started limping. And then Scooter went blind, and he started having seizures. And I'd be watching him, he'd just fall over out in the yard. And you could tell he was in pain. And that really bothered both of us. So, at about 15, we had to take Scooter to the vet to put him down. If you ever had to put a dog down, that's an emotional experience. Even Scooter. Brought him back. And Karen was so upset she didn't want to see me bury him. Wrapped him up in some of Karen's negligees. Dug a little hole outside in the garden we had, made a little white cross with his name on it, and I buried him in the ground, put the white cross in the ground, tamped it down, and actually had a tear in my eye because I knew I was going to miss the little rascal. And at that very moment, off in the distance, was a roll of thunder. And I took 2 steps back, just in case. Madam Contestant.